Adriana, New Zealand. Big respect, Adriana. It's something like 3 o'clock in the morning at your place, and you join us. So big appreciation. Thank you very much for your trust. My mouth, eye, and eyebrow have not changed for the last 2 years. If I turn my face up to the shower head, which is on a medium flow, I get an immediate intense pain in the right side of my neck up to my jaw, which feels like bad cramp, and there is hardness in that area. This eases after 3-4 minutes. Should this be investigated by our local medical people? Thank you for your question, Adriana. I understand this is extremely uncomfortable. And as I can see on your pictures, you have quite intense symptoms of complications. On the same scale, it is about between 7 and 8 in my subjective judgment. And when you lift your head towards the shower, involuntarily, the muscle, which is called depressor anguli oris, that the muscle pulls down the mouth corner, and it is very much connected to the platysma, which is surface muscle of the neck. They become reflexively, because they are stretched, they contract back, so to say. It again comes from the brain. But as I said, the brain's reactions to any attempts for muscle contraction on the affected side is exaggerated, very much amplified. I call it mimetic amplifier. The mimetic amplifier goes, go! And then after some time, when it cannot continue cramping your muscle all the time, so with the time, it subsides and relaxes. Whether it needs some specific investigation by your local medical people or your local doctors, well, of course, feel free to produce this question to your medicals, and I hope they will be able to help you in this specific area. From my point of view, when we work with our patients, once again, on the rebalancing and restoring the relaxation, the harmony in the face, left and right hand side, and especially in the area of the affected side, lower face and the neck, those symptoms reduce in their intensity because your brain, again, reminds itself or being reminded how it is when you don't push all the time, go, 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 every single time, 10, 20,000 times per day, you're pushing your muscles, but takes it easy because it gets there. Again, used to the fact, okay, the connection has been restored. The movements don't need as much push, push, push as it used to need when there was poor connection, and out of 10,000 nerve fibers that are contained in the facial nerve, maybe 300 or 500 or 1,000 were only restored, recovered, then of course more intense contractions might be necessary. But at this moment, when you have 85-95% of recovery, you don't need that much, because for the regular movements, when everything is in harmony, we don't need much effort. Look, for our regular movements of our body, when nothing is holding us back, when there's no resistance, we hardly need more than 5 or maximum 10% of our muscle power. So even extrapolating to the facial nerve, even if 20-30% of the muscle fibers regain their connection to the brain, it is still sufficient, provided that the muscles are not conflicting. They're not pulling each other sideways and preventing to execute proper facial expression.